Hey guys, Nevin here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to use the DIY site builder. So it's pretty straightforward. You're going to start by picking a template that you like, and we're constantly updating this and making edits to the existing templates and adding new templates. So just look through them, find one that you like. One thing to keep in mind is we have them broken up into different industries. You can pick any template for any industry. The industry it really doesn't matter. You can take one that's meant for detailing and put in epoxy flooring and vice versa. These are just structured industries like this to make it a little bit easier because these are industries that we specialize in. But I'm going to, as an example, show you what I mean. So I'm just going to start with this one. You're going to start by entering your account information. You're going to enter your business name, business phone number, and then what's going to happen is this is going to populate onto the website, so this will save a little bit of time editing. And then you shouldn't have to enter any of that. Let's go ahead. For your URL, you're going to want to enter whatever your main URL is. Oops. And then for your address, you could just put your main service city. You don't need to do the bottom three. Go ahead and click submit. Now it's going to create. Okay, cool. And then it's cool. So it's going to bring us here. This is going to have us create a password. So we just set our email address on the previous one. So this is where we're going to set our password. All right. Now we're going to go ahead and log in. And we're going to use that same all right. So we're going to use the email we just created and the password that we just created. And so just like that, now we're accessing the site editor. And you're going to see here your little dashboard. You're going to have your overview, your stats page, and your form responses. This is where all your leads will show up whenever you start getting leads, filling out forms and stuff. Then you're also going to see SEO tab. This is where you can edit the SEO for each page, which is going to become important later on. But the first thing you're going to want to do is click edit. And if I'm just going to, as an example, pretend that I'm doing this as epoxy flooring. So I'll go ahead and get Midjourney opened up right here. So I chose this template as, this is a detailing template, right? Auto detailing. But the first thing we're going to want to do is come to content, come to business info. And this is where you're going to set all your business. This is one of the first things you're going to want to do when you first start your site editor. You're going to want to come to your content, come to business info, and fill in your info. So whatever your business name is, put that in right here. You're going to want to put your logo in right here. Put your main location in right here. Of course, your phone number and email. Like I said, that's been updated already for you when you filled out the form. So that saves you a little bit of time. But if you need to add anything, you can. Put in your social media links, mainly your Facebook, your Instagram, your YouTube, and your LinkedIn. And if you Yelp, if you want to. So you want to make sure you paste those in right there, and then that's going to, anywhere where you put a social media widget, it'll automatically pull those links in for you. So it's nice because it'll save time. And then once it's all said and done, you're going to want to enable, review and enable your local business schema. This will help with your local SEO. And then business text. A lot of times you're going to want to scroll down to where it says service city and put your city in right there, whatever your city is. And then once you've done that, you can close out of that. The next thing you want to do is come up to theme. If you ever get anything strange like this, just refresh. I've got a video recording up here, so it might throw things off a little bit here. But this is nice because this is where you can set your theme, which is basically going to be like your font and colors throughout the site. So it'll save you a lot of time. So if I were to come in here and let's say our color is not blue, it's red. And then let's say our secondary color is also like a slightly different red, right? And then, I don't know, maybe like a purple or something. Right. You can see here how it makes it red throughout the site, so it saves a lot of time with the editing. So then you would just do that with your other colors too. Here's a secondary color. Let's also make that red. Right. So now you see how we quickly went from a blue theme to a red theme. So that's one way you can really speed up your site editing process. Two things you could do. Now, the next thing is pretty obvious, which is just the images and the wording. So here you got a picture of a company. What you could do is select it. And if you ever get a situation like this where it's hard to select, always just right click and then come down to where it says select container. And then sometimes you got to play around with it till you find the right one. But here we got the one with the background image. And then this is pretty obvious. You just put in whatever background image you want. But I'm a big fan of Midjourney for getting stock images. It is, I think it does cost $10 per month, but you can get decent photos like this. Of course, if you are doing this, it's probably better to use your own photos if you have them. Not everyone has quality photos, but if you can get some, then I would recommend using some quality photos of your own with your company. But if you don't have them, point is you can fill that in right here, and then we're going to want to change the main right here, epoxy flooring Tampa. Increase your concrete floor. Oops. Cool. Will instantly increase your concrete floor. And then everywhere where you have wording right here, you just change the headlines, right? Best Tampa, right? And then again, just fill in your content with whatever you want to say. You can even, if you want to be a little bit lazy about it, you can open up ChatGPT. You could say, write some headlines and paragraphs, epoxy flooring. All right, cool. So then we'll just grab that paragraph right there, head back over, and boom. And then where it says your company name, we're just going to put double curly brackets and pull in your business name right there. Or you could just type your business name and make it easier on yourself. And there you go. And now this was we had an auto bidder chilling in right here. I don't know if I don't think I have a demo account that I can pull in for you, but in this case, if you wanted to, you could just grab in any kind of image right here. And I'll just throw this one in too, just even though I used it earlier. Maybe throw a little border on it. If you want to, you could stick with the theme colors. This is where you can just have some fun and kind of, enjoy the process a little bit. There's no rules really. You don't have to follow any kind of rule book, kind of like, watch like a Bob Ross video or something to get inspired if you want to. But, you can kind of go through it. Obviously, swap out the images. And then here we got another text block. So we just head back over to GPT. Go ahead and grab this. Select all. Boom. Copy that. Select all. Boom. Paste it in again. Again, you want to swap out where it says your company name. Put in your business name. Right. So I think so far we've covered the design and everything. Now you want to do this for each of your pages too. So let's cover that real quick. So here we got house washing. If you do epoxy flooring, you might be like, well, there's no real need to have these pages. So you can just delete all the pages you don't need. And then what I would do is keep one of them and use it as a template. So you would duplicate this and maybe call this specific type of epoxy flooring, but I'm just going to call it epoxy flooring. All right, and then again, because you don't do these other services, you could just delete these pages. And then Let's go ahead and delete that. Again, swap that image out. Top rated. Epoxy flooring experts. I would personally highlight this and then make that line height a little bit shorter. And then I guess that's fine. I would probably lighten that up a little bit so it's a little bit easier to read, but cool. And then you'd basically just go through this and basically do exactly what we did for the homepage, but for each of your services, right? So then you would just replace these headlines with epoxy. Now, if you do another service, like let's say paver sealing or any kind of service that's separate, you just have a page dedicated to it. You copy this page. So then let's just do that. For example, once you're satisfied with how this page looks, you just go ahead and duplicate it and make this one called paver sealing. And then you just duplicate that same process we followed. Now, if you see how I nest this under the services tab here, if we wanted to, we could go ahead and hide this, or we'll go ahead and show this. Oops. Show this on navigation, and then you'll see it'll pop up right here. Now, customer hovers that, they can see our different services, and you can duplicate each page for each one. Now, getting into the SEO that we talked about a little bit earlier, this is where you can come here and you can manage your pages, and you can manage all of your, there's multiple different areas where you can manage your SEO. So the first place, if you're inside the editor, like normal, you can come to your pages tab, click on the gear icon for each page, and then click edit pages SEO. Now you want to make sure each page has a page title as well as a meta description. So this is like right here, the home page title is probably the most important headline. So you want to use your primary keyword and location if you can. So I'll use epoxy flooring experts in Houston. And then if you wanted to, a lot of times it's not a bad idea to put a slash like that and then put like your business name, Eco Epoxy or whatever, right? And then right here, you can put your meta description. Now, you could spend some time and think of this through if you want to. I'm just going to tell ChatGPT to write a meta description for an Cool. So it's got a meta description. And so basically you just want to make sure that each and every one of your pages has that meta description set, and you can also put your social media share icon or image. This is the image that'll be shared whenever you share your link to their website. Again, you want to make sure that you turn on your local business schema, and then once all this is said and done, then you can go ahead and publish. Now, before I do that, I do want to talk about the blog because a lot of people ask about the blog. I'll probably make an entirely dedicated video to this, but with the blog, it's going to start you off with these 3 random posts just to give you an idea what it looks like. Delete those. It's pretty simple. Blogs are really important for SEO. I would, each time you make a post on your GMB, it's not a bad idea to make a blog post as well to go along with it and then link them together. But to make a new post, pretty obvious. You just click new post. You can come to blog settings to give your blog a name. This is where you edit the layout. So every single blog post has the same exact design. You design it once right here. You give it the design. And then each time you make a new blog post, you're really just editing the content. So you'll make a new post and then it'll fill it in with the content. And like I said, I'll probably make a whole dedicated video just covering this. But I don't want to spend too much time on the blog right now because, like I said, I will actually make a video for that and I'll link to it in the description. So that's pretty much it for the design, guys. So you design it, you swap out the words. A couple other things, if you want, you can click add a section right down here. And there's all these other pre-built sections that you can import. So it just depends. You got we have some full landing pages where you can pull in a full page, but then you've got also just little sections like this. Just to give you an idea, so it could say, see how our system works. And then if I wanted to make this fit my theme a little bit better, I might delete that background, or maybe we'll make this like a slightly different color, right? Okay, so that's not fitting, but I think you get my point. Like you can drag in different sections like that. And you can play around with it, find sections that you like, and then again, whenever you're ready to publish, you just hit publish, and then it's going to have you pick your plan. You can either pay for the site monthly, or you can pay for it yearly. And then once you go through and pick a plan, just give it a little bit of time. Sometimes it could take a couple of hours, and then you'll be prompted to connect your domain name. And then I have another video on that, but that's super easy. You're going to paste in your whatever domain name. You do need to purchase your domain name from either GoDaddy or really anywhere where you want to, get your domain name. And then you'll paste it in, and then, like I said, there's another video dedicated to that part of the process. But at this point, once you pick your plan, you're pretty much ready to publish, and then it's just a matter of connecting your domain. So I will head back and show you the SEO settings once more. So once you have your plan picked and your site's ready and everything, let's go ahead and head back to our dashboard. So you can go ahead and click the home icon up here in the top right. And then we're going to head over to SEO. And then so you'll see where we set it on the home page, right? Now you want to do that for each and every one of your pages here, right? You just want to give it a title and you want to give it a description. Now, if you want to, like I said, you could just use ChatGPT if you need some help, or you can just spend some time and come up with them on your own. It's whatever you prefer. But that's the SEO, okay? So, and you see here, it can take 4 to 12 weeks to see these on Google, before they go live. But that's pretty much it. You've got the design with the setup phase. You want to make sure you put in your business info, and whatever business info you put in there will populate throughout the site, so you don't have to worry about getting it every single spot on the site. You do it once, and then it on a global level, and then it pushes it everywhere on the site. Same way with the colors. So they both work the same way. So that's it, guys. That's a brief overview as the site editor. It's pretty simple, pretty easy. If you have any questions, please shoot me an email. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.